Hello, everyone. I'm so delighted to be here with you for episode 44. Yay! Oh my gosh. You might know I love repeated numbers, and 44 is one of my favorite. So, thank you so much. My name is Lisa Espinosa. I am a spiritual career coach and modern day priestess. And if this is your first time connecting with me, welcome. And if you've been here before, thank you for being here today. Hello, Roxana. Namaste. As we step into this 44th episode, which happens to be on this new moon solar eclipse. What? So excited that there's been so many amazing portals that kind of fall are kind of are on the Wednesdays that I'm doing this. So today I thought, hello, Barb, hello, Diane, that it would be nice to gather together on this day, this new moon solar eclipse, to ride this portal that happens on this day. So before doing that, let me tell you a little bit about myself if you're new to my work. So the focus really of these priestess transmissions is to really anchor in the priestess medicine into the world. So, what does that mean? It's like, so for me, if you've heard me speak of this before, the priestess medicine that chose me, my priestess signature is that of unconditional love. It's helping to remind us that we can channel unconditional love. We can have unconditional love flow through us because we are actually unconditional love. And so for ourselves and for the world. And so when we gather together, when we talk about the priestess path, when we remember that we are on the priestess path, whether you use that word or not, doesn't matter. We're anchoring in, or we're anchoring in the priestess medicine that the world needs so desperately. And so that's why we're here. And I share teachings from my forthcoming book. I share meditations, I lead ceremonies, and today is the new moon solar eclipse. So now, before anything else, I want to say I am not an astrologer. I am not an expert in these things. There are many amazing experts in these things. So I want to make that clear. However, I am a spiritual student, right? And I understand that, first of all, the new moon energy, right? New moon is all, it's the dark moon, which is the dark womb, right? It's the dark moon. It's the, you can think of it as a womb, right? As this fertile garden, this dark soil that is ready to receive the seeds for growth. Now, that's very powerful. When you combine it with a solar eclipse, then it's like, I love how an astrologer I heard speak of this. She said it's like 5 new moons rolled into one. So that's what this is. Isn't that amazing? I even think it's this particular one to me feels like so massive. So today it's like there's multiple new moons in this one new moon, right? Multiple new beginnings, multiple creativity, like multiple fertility, right? Like this potential for all of this growth. And whenever you're watching this, so if you're watching this and it's not the new moon, you're watching it a week from now, 2 years from now, please know that that energy is programmed into this transmission. I completely believe that. So if you happen to turn it on and it's the new moon solar eclipse, guess what? It's a new moon solar eclipse for you. So what does that mean? So you might be feeling, I've been feeling this, and I've noticed a lot of my clients feeling this, that we kind of think that in the new moon, okay, it's like fresh start, new beginnings, as I just said. But in preparation for the new moon comes up, in particular one with a solar eclipse. It's like those things that we need to let go of so we can have that new beginning really become highlighted. Like it's like a magnifying glass on relationships with other people or with yourself, on habits, uh, jobs, health, whatever, your relationship with your body might come up with like health issues or whatever it is that is coming up, coming up, coming up, old patterns, old programming. And it might feel very intense, but it's not here to traumatize us. It's not here as a punishment. It's not here because we're going backwards. It's actually a gift. It's showing us, hey, this is the thing that is coming up because this new moon's going to land with the solar eclipse. And we've heard, the divine, your soul has heard your prayer for service, your prayer for abundance and love and all of the things. And it's like, so we got to clear stuff up, right? We got to clear things up. So I'm inviting you as we gather together for this special edition, this special episode on episode 44, which I love, is to really reflect. And I'm going to weave time for this. Reflect on what has been coming up for you the last few days, maybe the last few weeks, maybe the last month from the last new moon to now that has really been highlighted. Again, perhaps it's a pattern or a relationship or whatever it is for you that feels like, oh gosh, yeah, this has been coming up for me. Often it might feel painful or stressful. It's not necessarily, but if you're having trouble thinking of what it is, think of any situation that's been giving you a little bit of stress or has been stretching you, right? It's been uncomfortable because you can feel it's stretching you. Maybe it's asking you to let go of something that you've been holding onto really tight and your soul's like, it's time to release it, right? And gosh, Jill, that's so funny that you said that because I literally was about to say, for me, it's been codependency. And Jill is naming that as well. It's been another layer of it. I've been on that healing journey for years and years and years. But since last Thursday specifically, there has been these like things coming up that have just really, really connected with a very specific uh, level thread of codependency. It's been really unpleasant to look at and to be with. But I understand that it's really been, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, I've been really feeling them very close to me, Green Tara, Kuan Yin, all of these beautiful ascended masters saying, hey, this is coming up because you're actually moving to another level of spiritual understanding, spiritual mastery. Same for you. That's why I'm bringing this up. A lot of times, you've heard me say this, when we're moving forward in our spiritual journey, it feels like we're moving backwards because every movement forward entails some level of death to the ego. So, really take that in, right? Every time we make a move, we really are moving forward. And if you're watching this, if you're guided to these teachings, you're moving forward quite quickly. You're on an accelerated spiritual path. But unlike the paths of the world where it feels very linear and you just go forward and it feels so clear, when we talk about spirit and divinity, when we're moving forward on our spiritual journey, it entails that the ego's losing power. And so, of course, our egoic structure is going to feel like it's dying or like it's going backwards or starts comparing yourself to others like, oh my gosh, look at where they're at. Why am I still here? Why is this taking me so long? All of those are just signs that you're moving forward because your egoic structure is freaked out, right? So, it's really important to know that. Like, that is why this is such a heroic journey that when we move forward, there's often that feeling of going backwards, right? So, but we are moving forward. And on this new moon solar eclipse portal, together, when we gather together in ceremony, it is so powerful because together we can release more effectively, efficiently, powerfully, and we can get into that place of receptivity, right? So I want to read some of these things. Jan is here. Yay, Jojo, I'm so glad you're here. Yes, beautiful. Jill Destiny. Yes, thank you. Yes, Jill is saying letting go of my group coaching program. Yes, thank you, Jill, for sharing that. That can be for all of you who are spiritual teachers or wellness professionals or coaches or therapists or any of those things. That can be one of the hardest things, right? To let go of some of our professional offerings or client relationships. But I actually think every time we're being up leveled, we're asked to do some version of that. So, yeah, Just letting you know. That's part of the courageous journey. And Diane saying lack of faith and divine timing of moving forward. Oh my gosh, Diane, I so feel that in my bones. I have been on this 2 week journey with that of like, I don't know what yours is specifically, but for me, yeah, I won't go into the details, but it has been this like really, really, really like sitting with trust because either I want to take action, but my soul's like, nope, nope, wait, 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 wait. Or I'm terrified of taking action and my soul's like, go, go, take action. So it's been quite an intense 2 weeks. And then Jojo saying, let me go of a job I had for 32 years. Oh my gosh, Jojo, that's amazing. It was an energetic drain. I feel lighter. Thank you so much for sharing that. So look at all of the things, right? And I'm sure there's more things you're not even thinking of. And I'm sure those of you who are watching the replay have your own amazing things that you have been releasing. And so what I said also was that this new moon solar eclipse amplifies our ability to receive. So I want to go back a little bit to the teaching from episode 43, right? I said those 3 simple steps, right? And so what were the 3 simple steps? You to connecting with your soul. Let me finish that if you're like wondering steps for what? So it was pause, right? We have to pause. That's really important. It's one of the hardest steps. Like sometimes it's not hard. It might be like, oh, it's so super easy to pause right now because I have time, I have space, I'm feeling good, or perhaps you've been practicing this for years. But as long as we're human, there's always going to be our next growth edge. So think about, when is it hard for you to pause? In fact, let's pause and do that right now. I really feel our oversoul slowing this down right now. So I think about, when are those times when it's hard for you to pause? Is it a certain time of day? Is it when you're with a certain person or certain people? Is it when you're feeling like you're trying to cross things off your list? I don't know, like really tune in to, when is it hard for you to do the pause to connect with your soul? Because what I'm hearing is, those times when it's challenging are actually the times where you need it the most. I know that might seem obvious, but it's important to say. So really think about, when is it hard for you? Like sometimes it might be super easy for you, and other people it's hard for them, those things, but you've mastered that. But when is it hard for you? When is the place where you just find that you don't do the pause? And your soul is saying, that's when you need me the most. Those are the moments. And it's important for us to really practice that, because as we do this, we make it easier for everyone else. We're creating like a new blueprint in the earth, right? We're not here for like a little prayer. We're here to like midwife the new earth. It's not just like a nice thing to say, it's the thing. That's why we're here. And so every time you do this, you're doing it for the collective, you're doing it for the world. We are very blessed that, I mean, I've had many challenges in my life, as I'm sure many of you have. However, I have a lot of tools that I've learned, that I've used, people that have come into my life that have helped me heal. All of the tools that I have that have helped me. A lot of humanity does not have that. And so if we signed up to this priestess path, it wasn't a selfish path, right? It was a path that we understood that what we did for the collective. Very different than codependency. This isn't like, oh, I'm on the priestess path, I've got to go help everyone and sacrifice everything and never think of myself and be rescuing everybody all the time and people pleasing. No, that's not it. Right? It's like, what I do when I pause, especially when it's challenging, I'm literally building this new matrix of love. Like literally, like I'm totally seeing it through my third eye just right now, that every time we do that, there's like a new, like, it's like this golden grid and this new, like, oh, you're strengthening that and you're making it easier for everyone that's coming behind us to do that. Just as the people in front of us, the ascended masters, created that blueprint for us. And so you tune in to when is it challenging for you to pause. And then the second step was receiving. And that's what we're going to focus on today in the ceremony because it's the new moon solar eclipse. And in the new moon, you enter the womb of the Divine Mother. You enter the womb of the Divine Mother and you let yourself receive. It is one of the most radical acts we can do to truly receive. And in case you missed last week's or whenever last episode 43, even if you didn't, we need to hear these teachings over and over. In that transmission, what came through was also the difference between getting and receiving. I mean, you can just think of it in your body, right? When you want to get something from someone as opposed to receiving, or when someone wants to get something from you, that's a very different, it's like an egoic, it comes from the ego structure. So we're stepping into receptivity. There is an openness, there is a tenderness, there is a softening, there's a vulnerability that scares the egoic structure. When we allow ourselves to truly receive. And so when we go into ceremony, it's going to be like a massive receiving of what your soul knows you need the most. And so yeah, I'm just tuning in. It's so interesting. I usually don't hear as much specific teachings or visuals till we do the ceremony, but it's really coming through before, I think, as it's preparing us. So it's kind of giving you these cues for when we step into ceremony. And so when we step into ceremony, what is going to happen, and actually I'm being guided to show a card I pulled right before. Look who's here. Beautiful Mother Mary. It says, expect a miracle. Expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. So we're going to go into this ceremony expecting the miracle. And because we are spiritually mature people, or we're on that path, we understand that our intellect cannot understand what the miracle is going to be. So you might be like, oh, okay, miracle. I need my miracle to be A, B, C. I need it to be these things. And maybe you're right. But maybe your soul is like, nope, actually, this is the miracle that's coming to you. And so we're going to trust whatever it is. And it might not become apparent during the ceremony, or it might, because that's how miracles are, right? There's an aspect of grace, of mystery to a miracle. But don't get me wrong, a miracle always creates transformation in your life. So as we expand our ability to receive from our soul, again, we're also creating a blueprint for the collective. Imagine if everyone received from their soul. Like, that would just be the healing of the world. And so if there's any part of you that thinks that's selfish, or that thinks that's unimportant, or that thinks that, it's naive or whatever, just know it's the ego structure. Just know, yeah, maybe it's a wounded part, but it's rooted in the egoic structure's terror that we will actually remember that our soul is more powerful than anything. Like, there's all these clever ways our ego has created to keep us from committing in that way. And this isn't about fighting the ego, because that's a losing battle. This isn't about fighting it or even resisting it. But we do want to inform ourselves and know, oh yeah, the ego structure is programmed to not want us to receive from our soul, and remember that. It makes sense, right? Because it's interested in surviving. So, meaning in the ego surviving, right? And the ego being the leader. So we're going to step into receiving and expecting the miracle that is here for you today. And because it's the new moon and solar eclipse, what I'm hearing is like, it's like an abundance of miracles. Remember that a miracle, as our world misunderstands miracles. Yes, there are miracles like, Ascended Master Jesus. Part of his ministry, because it was what was needed at the time, was, he did um, demonstrate, right? These miracles that seem really mind boggling, walking on water, all the stuff that he did, right? I'm not dismissing it. That was very cool. But he also said, hey, what was the exact sentence? Something like, um, in modern English, it'd be like, you're going to do even cooler miracles than me, basically. That's what he said. And I always used to be so stuck with that. Like, really? What am I going to do? Like, fly? Like, I was comparing it to those showy miracles. Like, if he could walk on water, then maybe I don't know, I'll just float around. But what I understand now is that the miracles that are even more powerful, more significant than something like that and that's what Ascended Master Jesus, Ascended Master Mother Mary, Ascended Master Kuan Yin, Ascended Master Green Tara, Ascended Master Buddha, all these Ascended Masters teach us. It is really the shifting in our thinking. It is really the shifting from anything that's not love to love. That's the miracle, because that's the miracle that creates every external miracle. That's why Ascended Masters like Jesus could perform those outward miracles, was because of all the other miracles of his shift back to love. And so we're going to be open to all of that, all of that, all of that, all of that, because as we receive, we overflow with that grace for the world, because the world needs it, because this is not the lifetime where we just kind of wait around for someone to rescue us, or wait around till everything's perfect, or no, it's like this is the lifetime, right? Where we take the steps, where we show up, where we take the mantle of leadership, and we sit with all our discomfort and all of our self-doubt and all of the things that come up. That's normal. It's going to come up. And we have compassion, and we find the support that we need, and we pray, and we do all the things that we know how to do, and we keep moving forward. So we are going to step into ceremony now. I'm feeling really Mother Mary very, very strongly. And she's reminding me to remind everyone, next week is the Mother Mary Planetary Healing class. And it's going to be about resurrecting your past life gifts. That was what Mother Mary wanted me to call it, resurrecting your past life gifts. And so I understand that this is part of preparing for that. So we're stepping into ceremony. And I invite you to close your eyes if that feels comfortable for you. And take some deep cleansing breaths. And as you do that, take a moment to connect to Mother Earth. Feel those roots of light going down your legs, out the bottoms of your feet, deep into the earth. But I also invite you to feel what I'm feeling, what I'm aware of is this magnetic pull. It's like the earth has a magnet, which it does, but it's amped up today. And it's magnetizing you to her, so that you feel like this magnetic pull underneath you. It's not dragging you down, but you feel it like, oh, there's a magnetism between you and the earth. And this is a beautiful connection, because this is going to help you, first of all, stay present and grounded. And it's going to help you bring in all the miracles into your life, into your body, into your life, and into the earth for the collective. And so as that happens, and it's okay whether you feel it or not, just know it's there. And breathing in this beautiful love and light moving up your body, up to your heart, up to the crown of your head. Up to your third eye. The earth is blessing you. And then I invite you to bring your awareness to your heart center. And if it helps, you can bring the palms of your hands over your heart center as I'm doing in this moment. And so as you breathe into your heart, breathing into your heart, feel your heart. Feel your heart opening, spiraling open. It's spiraling open because it feels like it knows that there is something here to receive. And so as your heart spirals open, beautiful Mother Mary, Ascended Master Mother Mary, steps forward. And as she steps forward, her arms are open wide. Her heart, as always, is infinite, unconditional love. And if you don't feel comfortable with Mother Mary for various reasons, you can call on just any form of the Divine Mother. But this beautiful being, this beautiful Divine Mother Mary, stands before you with her heart open wide. And as your heart spirals open, her heart is like a magnet, and she is welcoming you to let go of any clutter, any wound, any doubt, any heaviness, any worry, any attachment, any codependency, any rescuing, anything that could be cluttering your precious heart, she says. And so her heart is like a magnet and it's just pulling all of that. And because her heart is infinite and pure love, it's not affecting her in any negative way. She's just transmuting it all, dissolving it all. And if you don't know what it is you need to release, that's okay. Your soul knows. And so let's just welcome this beautiful blessing from Mother Mary or any divine being that you connect with. It's a divine feminine being. Maybe it's Kuan Yin for you. But her heart is open and she's just like, yep, this magnet. And just all of this is being magnetized to her heart. And as that happens, your heart continues to spiral open, spiraling open as it releases and releases. And as that happens, you are now aware that there's this beautiful golden light hovering over the crown of your head. A beautiful golden light. And this beautiful golden light is your soul's light. Your beautiful soul that loves you unconditionally. Your beautiful soul that knows all the details of your life. Your beautiful soul that has traveled with you through your whole life, through lifetimes. And your beautiful soul that knows what you are here still to give, to gift the world. And so you might feel at the crown of your head a magnetism, just like you're feeling in your lower body, that magnetic pull of the earth. Now at the crown of your head, you might feel a little tingliness or warmth or this magnetism, this magnetic energy, because your soul is right there. This soul golden light And your soul is creating, as we gather together here, whether you're here live or watching the replay, whenever you may watch the replay, a beautiful brew of miracles. It's like your soul knows what miracles you need in your life. Your soul knows that as you receive these miracles, you become a channel for miracles for others. So I see your soul, it's like creating this beautiful recipe. Like there's this miracle that's going to go here and this miracle that's going to go there. And this golden light is just becoming more and more golden and lush and beautiful and pristine and delicious. This light that is being designed just for you today on this new moon solar eclipse. There is a potency that is available in this portal. There are quantum leaps. There are reversals of wrongs that have been done. There are miracles beyond your understanding. There are cosmic shortcuts, I'm hearing. So all of this is being woven into this golden light as your heart continues to spiral open in preparation to receive this blessing. And if there's any request that you have, even though, of course, your soul already knows it, but sometimes parts of us want to express it, do that in your heart now. If there's any specific area, if there's any situation, if there's anything that's worrying you, you want to share it with your soul in this moment, please do so now. And now, at the crown of your head, your crown chakra, like a beautiful lotus flower, spirals open. And we're going to receive this golden light, these miracles that are coming to you now. So as this golden light just flows down like a beautiful waterfall, this beautiful waterfall going down, cascading through your crown chakra, down, down, down to your heart filling up with this golden light. Your heart chakra and your physical heart, the petals of your heart chakra, spiraling now with this golden light as the golden light starts to spread now throughout your body. So it's like your heart's become almost like a propeller that's spinning this golden light and is traveling through all of your body, your muscles, your cells, your bones, your bone marrow, every part of your body infused with this golden light. And then eventually the golden light overflows and it starts to radiate out of you, filling your auric field. So there's this aura of light, this golden light that's filling your auric field now. Just let yourself really be in it. This golden light of miracles that's filling your heart, your whole body, and now infusing your aura. And you are connected to the earth as this happens. And now this golden light travels down these roots of light down into the earth, and it travels to all areas of your life, your job, your career, your relationships, your health, your divine service, your creativity, your money, every area, your vacations, your trips, your travels, all of it. This golden light, like the Nile, the river Nile, is just like traveling to all of these areas and filling these areas with this golden light, your children, your loved ones. And it is doing that as you sit here in this golden aura with your heart filled with this golden light from your soul. And notice how you can touch all these areas of your life without effort, without depleting yourself, without running around, without rushing, without energy leaks, without codependency, without rescuing. You're just sitting in this golden sun as that happens. So just let it flow to every area. Every area, there's like an abundance of this light that's going through every area of your life. Any areas that you might have forgotten, if later you're like, oh, I didn't think of this area, your soul did. So we're trusting our soul to know. So letting that all flow, 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 flow goes to every area, every location, every place that you visit, that you go to that's important to you, every place that you haven't gone to that you will go to, that is being prepared for you, for your ministry, for your service, for your joy, for your creativity, all of it going there now. And as that happens, come back to your heart and notice that all of your thoughts are being filled, infused with this golden light. All of your habitual thoughts, all of your doubting thoughts, all of your judging thoughts, all of your thoughts of lack or scarcity, all of the thoughts that are not aligned with your soul are now being dissolved, no, infused in light. You don't need to worry about their dissolution, just they're infused with light. All of your thoughts, all of your emotions infused with this beautiful light. And Mother Mary stands before you, reminding you to expect the miracles, receive the miracles, become the miracle in someone's life, become the channel of miracles for the world. Become the channel of miracles for the world. Be the vessel. Let it flow to you, through you, to the world. And so now we visualize in front of us beautiful Mother Earth. And in this sacred space, now it's not just your soul that's hovering over the crown of your head. Now it is the oversoul. Now it is the divine spirit, God. As we gather together, creating this container, now we are open to receive this golden light of miracles for the world. We don't need to analyze. We don't need to understand. We don't need to control or direct. Just know that you have been chosen to channel miracles to the earth now. And so this light just flows through us as it's been doing, this golden light, and it's just going to Mother Earth wherever it needs to go. We don't even need to know. Just letting it go. Notice how effortless it can be, how effortless it is meant to be for you to channel miracles. Notice that there is no leak. It's not exhausting. It's not depleting when you allow yourself to receive from your soul. It's ever flowing. It's regenerative. And the earth thanks you. And we thank the earth. And the light starts to all come back. Your soul starts to recalibrate. starts to begin to close the ceremony. Safely, it starts to recalibrate your chakras for your everyday activities. Your guardian angels tend to you now, whatever needs to happen. As your auric field comes back to the appropriate size for the rest of your day. Archangel Michael steps in, clearing any debris from the big release that happened in your heart. He's just whisking it away, any debris. So you come back into your really feeling your body, feeling your lower body. Your chakras have been recalibrated and sealed in a safe way. Mother Mary has finished her healing of your heart, and she places a beautiful rose crown over your head. Just a rose, like these beautiful roses. It's very gentle and soft, and it's just to help integrate this blessing, this activation that you received today. And then she tosses beautiful rose petals over you to complete this blessing. Your soul is so grateful for your receiving. Come back to your space, to any stretches you might need, any movements, breaths, as we bring the palms of our hands together and we bow to each other in our own heart. And we close the ceremony with a namaste. Namaste, everyone. That was longer than I thought it was going to be. But it is a new moon solar eclipse. It's like 5 new moons in one. So what can I say? I'm feeling a lot. If there's anything you want to share, please feel free to share in the chat as we get ready to close. If there's anything you want to share, if you please take care of your body, whatever it needs after our gathering. I really felt that our soul wanted us to understand how much we can give without depleting ourselves. You know, like it, oh, Jan, yes, glowing. That's how I feel. Like I literally feel like a light bulb. Like that's how it felt. Like it was like we were all these light bulbs and we were just, first of all, receiving all of that and then sending it to the world. And it was like, look, you can do this without moving. You can do this in stillness. Doesn't require, yes, of course, action steps are required, but our soul is also reminding us how powerful we are, that we can take a moment to do this and be sending, radiating miracles to this world that needs them so much. So thank you, everyone. Thank you. Yes. Oh, that's nice that you're outside, Jill. Oh, Teresa, so good to see you. So glad you're here. Of a bridge arching over a field of volcano lava flows. That's very powerful, Deborah. Thank you. Yeah, I've really been connecting with volcano energy and with Pele, and I just feel like there's a lot of that fiery energy in the world right now. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Well, I'm going to pull one card and then we will be done. And remember, next week in the Mother Mary Priestess Planetary class, that is $33. You do need to enroll. It is recorded. You get the recording, and that's going to be all about resurrecting past life gifts. Excited about that. I thought it was interesting that Mother Mary used that word resurrecting. I mean, obviously Easter resurrecting, but I was like, activating, awakening. Remember, she's like, oh, resurrecting. I'm like, okay. So there's something specific about that. All right, let's do a final message from our soul, and then we will be done because this is long. All right. What's your final message, beautiful soul? Asking this for everyone. Okay. Beautiful. Ooh, other repeated number 33, inner wakefulness. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is what it says. I am completely awake and tuned into my truth, clarity, and inner wisdom. Again, I am completely awake and tuned into my truth, clarity, and inner wisdom. Look at this beautiful woman. She has so Mary Magdalene vibes to me. I really feel it's Mary Magdalene talking to us. I have been in deep, deep prayer with her today. And look at that flame in her throat and just that beautiful flower and that it's like a dove over the crown of her head saying inner wakefulness. Again, I am completely awake and tuned into my truth, clarity, and inner wisdom. All right, beautiful ones, there's your final message from your soul. Thank you, Roxana. Okay, everyone, I will see you. Hopefully, I would love for you to join me for the Mother Mary Planetary Healing class next Wednesday. And also, we'll be here for episode 45 of the Priestess Transmission and in-person retreat in May. Would love to see you if you're in the Chicagoland area. If you want to fly in, I am leaving. I really feel that might be my last retreat in Chicagoland. So I would love to see you if you're called to do that. All right. Bye, everyone. Talk to you soon.